Cheating happens all the time in competitive gaming and speedrunning. So today, let's examine a juicy bit of controversy within Zelda speedrunning. So last time, we covered ESS, or the Extended Super Slide. This allows Link to travel at incredible speeds and turn while doing it. If you want to get serious about speedrunning Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, the Extended Super Slide is a must. It allows Link to travel 3 times faster than regular run speed, and it separates the top times from everyone else, saving potential minutes over the course of some runs. And I'll be the first to admit that even after practicing this trick for dozens of hours, I still can't get it consistently. Top runners will spend hundreds of hours just trying to get this ESS position down, but why is it so hard? Well, this image here shows the rough maximum an ESS position can be on your controller stick. The stick must be just outside the dead zone, right in this area here, but not too far, or you will fail the trick, costing you tons of time. Now, the crux of the issue revolves around which controller to use. Of course, an official N64 controller is the ideal choice. But in the modern era, and with the slew of other preferred Nintendo controllers, like the GameCube controller, the dead zones and stick sensitivity of each one is different, which introduces the question, can you modify a stick's dead zone and sensitivity to make the controller more similar to the N64, or just to make it easier in general? There are special controllers and code repositories that allow people to modify their own dead zones on a controller. I'm sure you can do the same thing using NVIDIA or even on Steam. Imagine controlling a dead zone to allow you to get an ESS dead zone every time or more consistently. An interesting product called the Electromodder does a great job at trying to mimic the N64 controller from, for example, a GameCube controller. You can see how the N64 controller has this octagonal type of shape, and that's very specific. When playing this game on a GameCube controller, it has more of a circular shape, and getting this ESS is thus a little more complicated on different controllers. Here's where the controversy comes in. Imagine something more unsavory. Imagine pressing a button to change the controller's stick mapping on the fly to only allow for the perfect stick distance in this ESS zone. Now, many top runners have admitted to using controllers that modify an ESS zone, and in fact, the official rules in Zelda Speedrun says it does allow for this type of technology, pointing most often to the Electromodder. But this does introduce the question of integrity. There is no real way to test for these unsavory tactics, and the source code for various ESS dead zone stick layouts exist online. As a programmer myself, it would not be hard to modify a controller to make it easier for someone to get ESS every time without fail, though this would be against the rules. So, do you think they should allow different controllers in speedrunning? Take Super Mario Bros. For example. They allow runs on a controller or a keyboard. Furthermore, do you think they should allow runners to modify the dead zone of a controller? This can be done through emulation or even through physical external adapters. Let me know your thoughts below, because I personally find this topic fascinating.